All right, man. So usually I kind of do this video towards the end, going over everything, but I know you've been getting after it on the crossing and you really want to see improvements, which I love. We've increased the amount of reps. And just watching this dude, I love it because you will go out and you'll go on to your left, for example, that obviously we need to improve on, and you'll shank a shot and you'll be mad at yourself. And then it cuts to the next clip and you just do it again. And then you do it again and you do it again. And I love it. I love it. And we're going to get this, naturally just going to get better, but we're going to keep hammering. I'm going to keep pushing you to think about certain things. And I could tell you, you have to do this certain thing with your ankle, your certain, method with your foot, but trying to give you ideas and show you here, maybe my perspective of when things don't work, when things do work. And just keep hammering it, dude. Keep hammering it. I love it. You're going to see these reps turn into rewards. I just got like my notes here, so I'm just going to go through these. I don't know exactly if these timestamps are right, but I'll kind of start here. This might be a longer video. I don't know. But showing you here on your left, this is like an opening rep. Let me go that again. I'll get this. So you do good. First of all, I love the momentum here, like you're game realistic. Prep touch, and then it's just like a weak follow through. You're kind of getting after it. Yeah, maybe you don't have the conviction that's going to be a good ball, but that follow through isn't really what we need. And you see more of this. I think it's this one. So it's here, even though, like, yeah, you do like stutter here, which is fine, but I'm thinking about like from when you roll it out here to this next. Notice you're slowing up. You do everything fast, and then you roll it out in front, you look up, and you kind of have this, like, because you think this technique has to be this smooth thing, and you're like, I gotta relax and do it right. That's what you're thinking, but really what it looks like is this, is you're just slowing up, and then like with this momentum, there's no way you're gonna get this ball the way you want it to. Maybe it'll be like a loose clipped ball, but you don't have like the quad strength, like that's like you don't have that yet. But like this, the outcome you're looking for, I'm not surprised that it came out like this. I'll watch it again. So from here, look at this, how you're slowing up. It's very casual. It's very casual, which is okay when it works. It might look good, but is that really convicting enough of the outcome that you want, of that driven whip ball in? Even if you want height, you're slowing up too much there. Here's a little bit better, I noted, with your left foot. I love this one. Yes, the outcome was a lot better just because it, kind of got more in the air. But look at the difference of you take like big steps here, like your big strides, like you're about to, like you can tell you lock onto that ball. You'll see it here. That's more of a convicting follow through, stepping up to it, conviction to it. I hope that makes sense. Definitely rewind that if you want to see that difference again. And then this is what happens when you don't have a good prep touch. You can't have confidence, right? There's no way you're ever going to get that where you want. You kind of just gave up, like, which is fair enough, because that's the importance of the prep touch as well. Watch that again. So not a good prep touch, and then it's just like, you know, not like that last rep where you set it out in front of you, get up to it, step with conviction, and looking good. Okay, here's some good ones. These are on your right, or this is gonna be really good comparison. So this is more me talking about how you're forced and you're tense when doing things. I speak a lot, and you have to let yourself go. And you'll notice directly in this clip. Here's one where you're a little bit more like controlled, force. I can tell you're really trying hard to get it to go a certain way. I do like the commitment to it. This isn't a bad rep. You just mishit it. But a lot of times I notice when I scuff it like that, it usually becomes because I'm thinking too much of like ball and technique and not enough of where the ball is going to go in the box and envisioning that part of it. I hope that makes sense. So that's more of like a tense, forced feeling. And then notice this again, this isn't the outcome, but notice the difference. Again, you're gonna like stutter here, but think about from when you set it out in front of you to hit it. Notice the difference in your swagger here, stepping up to it. How you can tell almost because you gave up on the rep, but in a way this shows that when you're loose and you don't care, look what happens with the ball. Like that technique, like that's good technique, like it looks good. You probably felt free doing it, you kind of felt natural, and it really, that was a good ball flight. Like again, it kind of flew off, but I don't mind that. So that's the difference between being tense here and then maybe a little more swag, like that kind of rhythm feel that you have. So can we combine those of the commitment to get to the ball, like we had in that good one on your left foot, getting to the ball, and still remembering that technique you have, that you've been working on this for years. You know how to hit a ball well. You can do it. So don't get too caught up in all this stuff. It's really frustrating. And if you're not noticing this and making adjustments, then you're just going to keep getting frustrated out. You got to let it fly. Let it fly. Last one. This is a really, really good one. Another comparison for you. So I have here, this is one where you didn't really commit to it fully. These are two identical situations, just different conviction, different commitment, same thing. Okay, you see how the difference from the distance from when you prep touch it here to hitting it, little stutter step, little slow run up, being a little casual with it. Look at the difference here. It's slight. It's slight. Again, you do hit the stutter, but once you lock onto the ball, I say right as soon as I unpause this, you can tell it. The way you step to this ball, it's going somewhere. It might fly off into the streets, whatever, but it's going to be with pace. It's going to be the contact you want. So look at this. Watch that again because that's a really good rep right there. That is a really good ball. Almost scored. And you just got a little bit of everything, like that little technique, that sidestep, that follow through. Like you can tell you're in rhythm there. Maybe you're thinking a little bit less. Again, I might be jumping to the conclusion, but this is towards the end of the video, so maybe you're almost done with the reps. So you're kind of like tired, you're washed out, you're just doing it for feel now. Maybe the beginning you were super like trying to get this outcome, trying to get the good ball. That's maybe me jumping to conclusions. Maybe this is wrong-handed. But again, that's the thought. Let yourself go, let it fly. Watch this video back, see the differences, think about tense control to letting it fly, and also that prep touch, having confidence. Let me break it down into 3 things. I know I just say a lot. So first of all, confidence going up to the ball. Even if you have hesitations in your mind, you have to, if you don't hit the ball with 100% confidence, there's no point. So confidence to going up to the ball. Number 2 is letting it fly, right? You can't be tense. You can't force an outcome. You have to let it fly. To be with swagger. What was the last one? Maybe a good prep touch, I guess. I forget. I hope you caught it. But definitely those first 2 things. So commitment to it and then letting it fly. Okay. Notice what you did in the good reps, what you did in the bad reps. Keep going. I love it. We're going to keep hammering the crossing. And definitely I love when you ask questions about it. So keep doing that. Hope this helped.